In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make one of my top 20-minute meals, prawn and aubergine curry. I'm Fiona. Welcome to Fiona's Food for Life. When I first started live cookery demos with Fiona's Food for Life, one of my most popular demos was a series of 20-minute meals. The idea being that you get into the house after a busy day and you have less than 20 minutes to get the dinner on the table. This is one of those really popular dishes, using aubergine, prawns, spinach, coconut milk, onions, and starting off with onions, ginger, garlic and chilli. First of all, we're going to chop the onion. Always want to try and work on a flat surface if we can. We're going to half it and peel it and cut through the root. Okay, so working on a flat surface, we're going to cut through about 3 or 4 times horizontally, but only 90% of the way, so you can still lift it. Turn and go down vertically 5 or 6 times, again only 90% of the way, and then we turn and we chop into nice, small, even pieces. This method is really useful when you're not going to blend anything up and you want everything to be even sized. So I'm going to use a little bit of coconut oil today. You can use your oil of choice, be it a rapeseed oil, an olive oil or a coconut oil. So we'll pop the onions in. Next I'm going to peel and add in the ginger. I've got about 5 centimeters of ginger here. Add in the ginger. So into our onions and ginger, we're going to add in 2 cloves of garlic. I love this garlic crusher, you don't even need to peel it. It's a xylitol one. And then I'm going to add a little bit of chilli. It's very hard to tell how hot a chili is unless you really taste it. So what I'll do with this one is just taste a tiny bit of it and see how hot it is. If it's not terribly hot, you can always leave in the seeds, but if it's quite hot, you might want to remove the seeds. That's got a little bit of a kick, so I'm happy enough with that. I'll just remove the seeds. And it's actually the membrane that holds the seeds on that is the spicy part. And then I'm going to cut that up into small pieces. So always when you're chopping, you want to make sure you have your hands like this so that the knife is not going to hit your nails, so that the back of it will bang off the knuckles. So if the base of the curry is there, if it's getting a little dry, you can always just add in a little bit of your stock. So I'm going to prepare the spices that are going to go in this. So we have the cumin and the garam masala, and coriander and turmeric. I always tend to buy my spices in the large bags from the Asian supermarket. I find that they're a lot fresher, and then I just decant them into these containers as I go. Now, I would tend to use quite a few spices, but in the demos I always get people to taste or to smell the spices and see how vibrant and fresh they are. When you're adding turmeric, sometimes it can be hard for us to get the nutrients from the turmeric. So think of 3 things: black pepper, heat and moisture, and then you'll be able to access those beneficial ingredients in the turmeric. So we've got the 3 of those, and then we're going to add some pepper and salt. So we're going to add in the spices, cook them up a little. Anytime you're working with spices, if you find that they're starting to burn a little bit, just add a little bit of water, they'll be able to take it. Next I'm going to use the aubergine. So this is going to break right down in the curry. I'm going to grate it. So now our spices are cooked. We're going to add in a little bit more oil. I'm using the coconut oil and the aubergines, and we're going to cook those for a few minutes. Now I'm going to add in the stock and the cherry tomatoes and allow that to cook for a few more minutes. 300 grams of vegetable stock and about 100 grams of the tomatoes. We'll leave that to simmer away. To finish it off, we're going to add in our prawns and our coconut milk. The recipe calls for about 250 mils of the coconut milk. Just be careful, most tins are about 400 mils. So I'm adding my 250 mils of the coconut milk, and that's an over 70% the coconut content inside. So just check on the back of your tins. And then I have my defrosted prawns. Stir the whole lot together. It'll simmer for about 4 to 5 minutes, and then I'll add in my wilted spinach and it's ready to go. As a little tip, if you need to speed things up, you can always just pop a lid on it, and that'll help keep some of the steam in and speed it along. So at this stage it's almost ready. I'm just going to taste it, and if necessary I can add more seasoning. Nope, that's perfect for me. And then I'm going to add in a large handful of spinach. You can turn off the heat at this stage. Just stir the spinach through and it'll wilt. And then to serve, I don't tend to put rice with it. I just serve a nice bowl of this, where you've got all your prawns and your vegetables and the coconut milk with all of the different flavors. So there you have a really tasty meal in less than 20 minutes, prawn and aubergine curry. Thanks for watching today's video on the 20-minute prawn and aubergine curry. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to leave me a comment and subscribe to the channel. And why not check out my other videos, like skills of how to chop an onion, or a recipe like the tomato-based chowder. Thanks a million. See you soon.